This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. So I want to talk to you about our housing market. What are you seeing in Las Vegas, or in Southern Nevada, I should say?
Well, I mean, compared to last year, things have definitely slowed down quite a bit. You've seen a big, at least for the resale market, you've seen a big rise in inventory, listings that haven't received any offers. That's gone up quite a bit over the last year. The number of sales has gone down, both resales and in new construction. What builders, the closings that builders are getting, that's also fallen. And again, these aren't precipitous drops, but they have stumbled. They have tumbled a little bit from last year. And at the same time, prices, at least in the resale market, are still rising, but they're not climbing nearly as fast as they were a year ago. I think around a year ago this time we were seeing 13-14% year-over-year growth, and right now it's around 3-4%. So again, prices are still coming up, but it has cooled off quite a bit over the last year.
And you had an article earlier this week, Eli, or actually I think it was last week, about builders consolidating here a little bit. Tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, so this was a deal that was announced, like you said, about a week or two ago. A builder, I believe out of Southern California, if I'm not mistaken,
Correct.
Taylor Morrison Home Corp. They reached a deal, a little over $2 billion to buy William Lyon Homes. They are a big builder by any standard, not so much in Vegas. They are known here in Vegas. They've got a lot of projects. Two of the most notable projects I think that they have in Southern Nevada is one that got started a couple of years ago called Affinity, which is a condo townhouse complex basically on the other side of the Beltway from Red Rock Resort. And then in Pahrump, they're developing the Mountain Falls community, which has been a very big golf course community out there. Lennar, I know, recently went out to Pahrump, but for a long time, William Lyon was really the only national builder that was active in Pahrump. And things were, I think, pretty slow going for them, as it was with a lot of other builders over there, but sales have picked up there as they have in Vegas. So those are probably two of their best known projects in Southern Nevada. Last year they didn't even crack the top 10.
Really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, top 10 list for closings. That's tracked by a local company, Home Builders Research. And it just kind of underscores the fact that Vegas's home building market is really dominated by out-of-state publicly traded builders like KB Home, Lennar, Pardee, the list goes on and on. You really don't have a lot of, you have a few locally based, locally owned home builders, the biggest being American West, but they sold all their home building operations to Pulte recently. They sold.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
They sold all their lots to Pulte a couple of months ago, I want to say. I think it was back in the spring.
Okay.
And then you've got some other much smaller builders that are locally based, but basically the home construction market is dominated by these out-of-state public companies.
You know what else we're seeing? A lot of apartments.
Tons.
Yeah, there's lots of apartment development going on, and some high-end stuff coming to the market too. A lot of developers are looking for high-end, high rent levels for apartments these days.
Yeah, there's been a ton of apartment construction over the last probably 5 years. It really started picking up a lot in 2014, 2015. We started seeing a lot more complexes popping up in Henderson and the Southwest Valley. Those have really been the two biggest areas, and also the South Valley. Just kind of the southern half of the Las Vegas Valley is where the apartment construction has been concentrated. Mostly garden style, dozen to 18 2 to 3 story buildings, spread around a 15 to 20 acre parcel. That's really been the dominant type of project. We are seeing more, mid-rise, single, like one building, a mid-rise complex, maybe 4 to 5 stories, 150, 200 units, something like that. And we're also starting to see more projects in the kind of the inner core of Las Vegas, in the downtown area, near the Strip, the Chinatown area, because basically almost all the construction has been in the suburbs, but now we are starting to see a very small but growing number of projects, in the more urban areas of Vegas.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening, and remember to tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 AM KDWN.